well. Welcome back to my channel Code Fusion Hub. So here I am with another video of solving SQL questions on a 45 days series. So make sure if you haven't watched my previous videos, I'll give you the link in the description box. You can just go and check it out from there for the new users. And for the ones who are consistent, congrats to you that you have solved so many problems until now. And make sure that you are consistent daily. Okay, so you have to solve daily a single problem. Not much time is required, only half an hour to 40 minutes is more than enough. Make sure you have subscribed to my channel so that you never miss any update from my playlist or any of the other series too. So for today's SQL question, we are going to take the question number as 181. Okay. So just search for the problem over here and we'll be going over on this and finding the solution for the same. Okay. This might be a bit tricky one. Okay. So make sure you are completely attentive, and if you don't understand, you can just replay the video twice or thrice. Read the question twice or thrice, you'll get through it for sure. Okay, it is not such a big deal to solve these problems over here. Our today's question over here is employees which are earning more than their managers. So, by the question, you have understood that what we have to find out roughly. Okay, so let's have a look at the table that has been provided to us. The table that has been provided is employee, okay, which has specific columns, that is ID, name, salary, the manager ID that is in int, and the name is in varchar. Rest all are numeric, so they are given as the int value data type over here. Now here ID is the primary key, so we don't have any duplicates in the table. We have all the distinct values already present in the table. Now each row of this table indicates the ID of an employee. Okay, so in each of the row we have an ID for particular employee with their name, salary, and the ID of the manager too. Now what we have to do is we have to find the employees who earn more than their managers. Okay, you can return the result in any order. That's not a big deal. So what we have to do is try to understand this completely. So be attentive and focus on this. Okay, so we have this example. Let's say an employee table which has ID, name, salary, and the respective manager ID. Correct? So this is the ID one. Okay. Now the person who doesn't have any manager ID is the manager itself. Correct? Now 3 and 4 does not have any manager ID. That means 3 and 4 are the manager. Am I correct? So 3 and 4 are the manager which are present over here. So for ID 1, the manager is 3. For ID 2, the manager is 4 over here. So we'll first check the salary of the first employee. So first employee is earning 70,000. Okay. And its manager ID is 3. That is nothing but 3 and 4 are our managers over here because it has the manager ID null. So they are the manager itself. So 3 has 60,000. Okay. So the employee is definitely earning more than the manager over here. Correct? So Joey over here is earning more than Sam. Okay. Because it is earning he is earning 70,000 and his manager is earning 60,000. So we got Joey over here in our table because we had to find that. Now moving on to our next ID, that is Henry. Okay. Now how much Henry earns over here? Henry earns 80,000. Now his manager ID is 4, that is Max. Okay. His manager earns 90,000, which is obviously more of Henry. So Henry is the employee and he earns less than Max, that is his manager. So we wouldn't return that into our result table because we want only the employees who earn more than their managers. That is only Joey because he earns 70,000 and his manager earns 60,000 only. I hope so. You understood the pace of what the question is. And if you didn't, then again go and replay the previous part and make sure that you understand the question thoroughly so that you can accordingly understand upon what solution you need to require over here. So let's go and First of all, I want you all to try and just pause the video and check that what approach you think should be appropriate for this. Just comment your answers below and check that whether you were appropriate, accurate according to the solution that I have been provided over here. Okay, so for this solution, what we have to do is we have to use inner join because we have a single table, and into that I have to calculate and manage the salary that is greater than the manager. Okay, so what I going to use is the inner join. Okay, the spelling is wrong. Sorry, it's my mistake. So inner join needs to be used over here. Okay. Now, what is an inner join? Now, an inner join is nothing but it returns only the rows from both the tables for which the join condition is true. And here both our tables is going to be the employee table itself because we have one table. So it returns the intersection of rows from the tables according to specific conditions over here. So now I'll just give you the solution so you'll understand it more clearly. So first of all, we want employee over here. Employee is nothing but Joy. Okay, that is the name. Okay, we just have to take the name and rename it to employee over here in our result table. So we are going to use the alias over here for this table because we are applying join. So we can't mention the whole table name again and again. So we'll just use the alias as let's say E over here. Okay, let's say take this. Okay, and we have to select the name. Okay, that is present over here. We have to select the name and rename the column name as employee as mentioned over here in the result. Correct? So we have got the column name over here, the name as employee. Okay, now we are going to get this from the table employee whose alias I am giving it as E. Now I want to perform an inner join. So for performing an inner join, you just need to write join. Okay. So it specifies that you are performing an inner join over here. Correct. Now I have to join again the employee table by itself only because we have one table and I have to manage it accordingly into this table only. So I have to find a match against this table only. So we would have this table and one more same table that is over here. Okay. Suppose we have this table. Again, we have this table once. Okay. So this is the employee alias. And let's say the same table we are copying and pasting it over here. That is the employee, let's say M alias. Okay. So I'll just write it over here. It would make you more clear. This. Okay. Both are the same table. Okay. We are having both the same table with the alias as E and with the alias as M. Okay. So just suppose that, imagine that we have two tables like this and we have to just join both of them. But it is only one over here. We are just giving the alias as different so that it identifies that we are having two of them. Okay. So now what would we write is the join condition. Okay. So we have to check the from the employee table. Okay. We have this manager ID firstly is equals to the M. Okay. Which would be have the manager table which would be having an ID, that is the manager ID. Okay. So we would be having a manager ID over here in the same table for manager. Now where we are going to have this condition that employee salary, okay, the salary that is present over here from the employee table is greater than manager's salary from our this table. Okay, so we would check the ID of this and this, are they same? Okay, if they are, then check for the salary of both of them. Okay, so it will check the salary for this and check the salary for this, and then it would say that yes, we have got the proper results for the same. Okay, so it will go and check this over here. It will check this ID, and we have the test case accepted over here. So we have passed our test cases that were mentioned over here according to the input and output present over here. We'll just evaluate all the possible test cases that may be hidden and some else scenarios also. So let's just test that our code excels in every one of them. And we have just submitted our code, and it's taking a bit time because of maybe the internet connection, probably. Yes, so our test case has been accepted over here, okay, for all the possible scenarios for the given query over here, okay. So it passes all the scenarios that are possible for this particular problem, okay. So we have performed inner join on this table only, okay, into which we have compared the manager ID and the ID over here. So we have checked this ID and checked this ID. If we found a match, then we have compared this and this over here. I hope so you understood this problem. It was quite a bit complex because it was the first time that we are solving upon this inner join. If you have any doubts, you can comment down below in the comment section. And make sure you have subscribed to my channel. If you like the video, just hit the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next lecture. Till then, take care. Bye bye.